That contractor dug without calling 811 and cops threatened to arrest me for explaining the situation. Hello folks. A third-party contractor, contracted by ATT, rang my bell to tell me they would have to dig in my front yard to lay a fiber optic cable line. The area they wanted to dig was in the utility easement. However, they didn't call 811 to get the area marked. I told them they didn't have my permission to dig without calling 811. They called the police on me. When the police came, I tried to explain to the officer they were supposed to call 811 before digging. This was the exact conversation. Sir, can I show you Texas 811 page that says this? Officer: no, you cannot, and I can have you taken to jail for disturbing peace. I have no idea why this escalated so quickly. A part of me wonders if that is because I have an accent, and because I am not American. Anyway, I was forced to let the contractors dig. I have two questions. 1. Is there anything I should do other than calling Texas 811 and telling them my yard was excavated without their permission? 2. Should I report the officer? I only know his last name from his badge, and obviously I don't have any material proof to document his behavior. And finally, should I just let go of the whole episode? More than the digging thing, I was deeply disturbed by the officer's behavior. Location: B Cave TX. 811 is not going to care that they weren't told beforehand as long as no lines were hit. You should still call though and have them write up a ticket. Definitely report on the police for that statement. Take lots of pictures of the area disturbed if they don't fix it. You really don't have a say in a contractor working in a utility easement regardless of permits, etc. But you should always get names or people and companies that perform work on your property if for no other reason than to have a paper trail in case they don't fix your property. How deep was the excavation they were doing? If the cable they were laying was less than 16 inches in depth, they are not required by law to contact 811. Oftentimes they can keep them within 16 below the surface, since they don't carry electric current and are not a hazard to human life. The officer, on the other hand, seemed impatient and rather rude. For that, you can try to file a complaint. Perhaps the officer had a body cam and has the recording for reference. Source: http://onecalltexas.com/resources-2/FAQs/. Definitely report the officer's behavior. It could be that there's a pattern of it. Not that much would likely get done about it, at least it's on record. I'm not a lawyer, but I'd say you should probably also tell 811 in case there's any damage to the public utilities. This is very odd. ATT does not need your permission to excavate in an easement, while they should call 811 prior to digging. And that is certainly what they do in my neck of the woods. The excavators are doing horizontal drills with ground-penetrating radar. If they're competent, they will see gas lines on radar. Having said that, they hit gas lines all the time in my city even after 811 flags utility lines. Were you physically preventing the workers from digging? If so, you are probably at fault and I'd let this go. I'd let it go. There is zero chance of anything happening to the officer, and nothing good can come out of it for you personally. They don't need your permission. What do you think an easement means? My guess is the officer is a friend of theirs they have out each time someone pushes back. The contractor has every right to work with the easement without notifying you. I came home once to my front yard half dug up for the same reason. No notice at all. Totally legal. In the end, they had to put down new sod and the yard looked a little messed up for a few months. It's not the end of the world. Utility lines are more important than a few digs in your yard. Also, do you think contractors who do this work literally all day every day aren't aware of other things? in the ground they should be aware of.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.